Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how you can create your very own stylish text effect typography, something like given in this video right here. So it's super easy to do, and let's see how that's done. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a new document. So you're free to choose any size of document that you like, but for this video I will be using this custom size document which is 1000 by 1000 pixels, and I will be renaming my document as well, called the stylish text effect typography. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to make a background color. So over here by default, when we open a new document, we get this layer 1. So we'll double click on this and rename this layer 1 to background. I will be using the rectangle tool, and before I make the background I will remove the stroke because I do not require the stroke as of now, and go over here to the fill and choose a particular color. So you're free to choose any dark shade of background for now. So I will be using this nice maroon shade, and okay, I'll click on my document once, and this box comes up. So over here what we have to do is to give the values of our rectangle, of how big or how small we want our rectangle to be. So since we want a background in this entire document, right? So it will be the same size, which will be 1000 by 1000 pixels, and okay. So once we get that, we can just drag our mouse and drag this box right over here onto our document, and we'll go ahead and also lock a layer so that when we do this stylish text shaded effect, we don't accidentally delete our background or move it in any other way, right? So now we'll go ahead and create a new layer, and in this layer 2 over here we'll double click on this and rename this to text. Go over here to our type tool and click on a document once, and we are free to type out any word we want. So it can be anything, right? So let's type out the word, let's type out a short word. Let's type out love, and I'll go back here to the selection tool. While my text is selected, we can go ahead and also first change the font size from 12 to 120 and choose a particular font. So for this video, I will be using this font called Chaparral Pro, and we'll be making it bold like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is in order to add this particular gradient in each letter, we'll have to make this text into a vector size text, vector image. So we'll have to right click on a text. Right click on your text and click on this option called create outlines. So with this, we can go ahead and resize this even further, make it even bigger by holding on to Shift plus Alt and scaling it bigger like that. Okay. So, but unfortunately, this entire text is grouped into one, and we want to add a particular gradient in individually in all this effect, right? So what we can do is we'll go ahead and like make a gradient first. I click on this, and over here you can see that by default our gradient is white and black. So we can go ahead and change this as well. So I'll let the white be the way it is, and I'll double click on my gradient on this black one and choose a nice red shade or a color very similar, close to the background color. Let's say this magenta color types, and probably just play around with the gradient slider as well, like that. Okay, so this looks good. So what we're going to do now is I'll select this, right click on my text and click on this option called ungroup. And now we can, as you can see, we can easily edit the individual letters as it is. We'll click on this, click on the gradient tool, and just change this gradient slider over here. So it's going from left to right. We can change it from top to bottom like that and edit the gradient like this. Similarly, click on this, the next letter, go back to the gradient, click on the gradient tool and click on this gradient tool, and you'll see this slider, and we can just play around as to how much gradient we want, like that, and repeat the process in these two letters as well. So I'll select the next letter, click on this gradient tool, and we can also change or play with the angles like this and play around like that, and with the last letter as well. And let's change the angle going from, probably from this angle now, like that. And then you can just edit or like see how much gradient you want, like that. So this was this. This was a really simple, stylish text effect typography where you can add a gradient to your text. So let's go ahead and save our file. To do that, we'll go into File and clicking on Save As. So by default, you can see that our Save As type is Adobe Illustrator. I highly recommend that we save a file in this format so that in case if I want to make any changes in my text, I can easily access my Adobe Illustrator file. And I'll just rename this again, and I'll just add the word love like that, so that I know that this is the type of text editing we just did, and we click on save. After that, Illustrator options, yep, this is all is correct, and okay. And there you go. Our illustration text is now successfully being saved. So you can also try the same effect with different colors. You can try it with different angles of gradation, try it with different words, font styles, etc. So this is a really good method where you can use this kind of typography for any type of projects that you're working on, be it for a professional project you're working, or you're freelancing, or even for your college project that you're doing. So that's it. We've come to the end of our video. I hope you found this tutorial to be useful, and with a little practice you can soon experiment more. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.